Shalom. I start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those who let this pushing this truth across the four corners of all faith, truth, and sincerity. All right, this the brother. I'm a one abide for the Birmingham Camp Alabama GMS. Then we get the sentence going to just about you know, this world is temporal. The things of this life is temporal. Nothing lasts forever. Things change. This kingdom of the so-called Esau Edomite kingdom is not forever. You know, because eventually, when the Lord Yahweh Shah returns, He's gonna destroy it. He's gonna wipe it off the face of the earth. And only the elect of the so-called Negro Latino Native Israelites is gonna really understand and really not put their whole investment into this place. Really not try to strive to be rich or whatever. Try to get some type of status or whatever in this world. They let the so-called Negro Latino natives gonna really focus on serving the Lord Yahweh Shai, teaching the word, feeding the sheep, and staying in this truth and in the brotherhood. The main focus of that, and then to try to be successful in this life when this world of this kingdom of the so-called Esau Edomite's kingdom is not forever. It's not something that you say, hey, I can, kick back, relax, and all this can be mine. It's not. Eventually you could lose it. Because the Lord Yahweh Shai has not set up the so-called Esau Edomite's kingdom to be an everlasting kingdom. It's only for a short run. And then eventually, like I said, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to turn and destroy it. When we get to 2 Corinthians 4:18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So yeah, so we're not looking at the things of this world. We're not putting our trust in our full trust in this society, in this place. We're not investing our whole the whole mind frame into this place. Because the elect know, or the so-called Negro Latino natives know that, hey, this is just a temporal setup. It's a temporal kingdom. But only 2/3 of the Israelites, they trying to invest and try to rack up money and try to get big houses and money and riches of this world. Now knowing eventually it's not gonna last forever. It's gonna be destroyed by fire when the Lord Yahweh shall return, and that fire gonna be by way of the thermonuclear missiles. But the elect, those so-called Negro Latino natives, the elect, man, we look for an everlasting kingdom. Something that we ain't don't have to worry about looking over our shoulders or somebody trying to rob you, or the corruption of Esau Edom, his laws where he could try to take your goods or whatever, taking your money out your paycheck, that they let know that, hey, we ain't trying to invest in and not trying to put our whole mind frame, like I said earlier, into this place, and not saying that you try to not saying that you try to strive to make your situation better, but you don't really try to focus too much on it. If it's drawing you away from not doing the work or not being brotherly to the brothers or brotherhood, whatever, then you gotta try to pull away from it and get back in that spirit of doing the will of the Lord, doing the work, but it's all come down to if you elect, and hopefully I'm part of that righteous number. But this verse, I'm gonna go to Hebrews 11:24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. So, Moses, he came to his years, when he came up to his age, came of age, He refused to be called Pharaoh's daughter. Daughter. I mean, he refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. You know, because of he knew that his real people was of Israelites. Not of Ham. The Egyptians. He found that out. But in this verse, Hebrews 11:25, choose rather to suffer afflictions with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of the sin for a season. So yeah, so Moses chose, rather to suffer the afflictions with, the Lord, the people, the Lord's people, Lord's people, which are the Israelites. So today would be the so-called Negro, Latino, natives, Israelites. At the time, the Lord knew that was the Most High's people, Israel, Israelites. But like I said, today they're being called today's Negro, Latinos, and natives. So Moses, he chose to, suffer, you know, you know, the afflictions with people of the Most High, Israelites, his people. Then the pleasure of sin for a season, then to dwell in, in a sinful rulership, which at that time, Egypt, which is Mizraim, originally it was called Mizraim, but they call it Egypt, at that time, they call it Egypt. But today, America, Babylon the Great, the elect of so-called Negro, Latino natives, we rather suffer for righteous sake, suffer, and go through what we go through, being called terrorist or whatever, being called that, being called whatever by these people, crazy, whatever, you know, then to suffer, to be dwelling in all this unrighteous, this unrighteous rule and this wickedness of this place, man, because it's out of control, Then to be a sellout, to sell out, to you know, to get the riches of this world, to try to get some type of status, whatever, clout. Nah, the so-called Negro, Latino natives, the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect men, I say, starting first and foremost, we looking for a righteous kingdom, an everlasting kingdom that's gonna be set up right and governing right, and no out of order, controlled, no out of order, no, things being in order and moral, have morals about people, have morals about themselves, you know, because people of this world, they don't have no type of morals or no type of standard about themselves. They just rather, do what the hell they want to do. And that's what the so-called Esau Edom has put in the mind frame of people to do the hell you want to do. And you think that you're not gonna get judged for it, but the Lord Yahweh is gonna judge every spirit, every people, every person that's in this place of America, Babylon Great, and those that are not part of righteous number, gonna be destroyed, man. The Lord got this place set up, America, Babylon the Great, for to be ultimately burnt up. All the wicked people that are not part of righteous number gonna be destroyed. Even 2/3 of the nation Israel Israelites, but 2/3, they're gonna come back in the nation. They're gonna come back in the kingdom of, they'll come back in the kingdom as babies. When the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of the Israelites is established by the elect. Starting with the Lord Yahushua, King David, Davidah, and the house of David, the governing body, the 144,000. When it's set up in the right way, and they and 2/3 gonna be in the right mind frame, in the right spirit, because right now 2/3 in a powerful and out of control spirit, but that's because of the so-called man Esau Edom. They trust in they trust in what the so-called man tells them, and they continue to trust in someone else, a nation that don't give a damn about them. They just want to see you just kill each other in the streets and act a fool, whatever. That, So from there, I'm going to try to go to the next verse. Hebrews 11:26, esteeming the reproach of Yahshua Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. So yeah, we I said elect, we Like I say, we don't care about the riches of this world, you know. We ain't trying to get rich. We ain't trying to, like I say, establish you know, a long term plan in this place. We just go day by day. Whatever Lord Yahweh bless us with, we be grateful of it. You know. But reading on, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. So yeah. So the elect know that there's a greater reward, reward. It's like that's a greater reward for our for our labor that we do. That we teach out there, bring out the word, edify, and and constantly teaching the word, to bring that, to keep calling out Esau, Edomite nation, Edom for their wicked way, and tell them about their downfall and so forth. That it's gonna come. The Lord Yahweh is gonna come and wipe out their kingdom, and getting that 2/3 of the nation Israel Israelites, and so forth. We just bringing out this truth, because there's a greater reward for our labor, if we just hold on. Me myself, and the elect gonna hold on. The elect gonna keep on pushing no matter what. Gonna keep on, because the elect not gonna fall out for anything, because the elect, they know that there's a better reward, something that's stored up better than this place, that what this place has to offer, which is just the so-called Esau Edomite's kingdom. So I didn't want to make this too long as I'm going through that. So again, I'd like all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sasakin brothers, to the few Aqua sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua keep fighting with that. Say shalom.